Hey guys, Dan from the Fishing Guru. So we're out camping at the moment. Got a wicked spot in the sand dunes, and I've actually just stumbled across this piece of wire, discarded piece of wire here. So it was just in the old fireplace, and I thought what a great opportunity to upcycle this piece of rubbish and show you guys how to make some burley springs for fishing. So we'll be back within a sec. We're just going to flip the camera around and we'll show you how to whip a couple of those up, or at least one anyway. I'm not sure if we can get two out of it. So we'll see you again in a sec. Cheers. Alright guys, so as well as the salvaged wire, we're going to need just a couple of tools today. So basically we're going to be using a pair of long nose pliers. We've got some side cutters there as well. You could probably use the cutter on the pliers, but we're gonna use these ones. I find they'll cut this wire a little bit better. We also like to put a swivel at the base of ours, just makes for easy sinker attachment. And then of course you're going to need something round to make the springs on. So we have actually found, as well as our wire, we found this sort of, I don't know, it looks like a discarded chair leg, camping chair leg, buried in the same spot. So that's about 18mm thick, 20mm thick, and that's going to be perfect for us today. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Alright guys, so unfortunately the salvage wire is a little bit too rusted out for us. We had about 10 cracks at it, and every time we go and bend it, she snaps on us. So I still really want to show you how to make these belly springs though. They're really simple to make, and if you do happen to come across some salvage wire and you can upcycle it, please give it a crack, and hopefully yours isn't as rusted out and fragile as ours. So what I did manage to find is in my car, in my toolbox, I've got just some really thin galv wire. We use this for fix-its and sort of a little bit of bush mechanics sometimes if we need to. So we're going to make one today out of this just to show you how to do it. Yeah, so the theory is obviously still exactly the same. So all we have to do first in order to kick off is you just need to sort of bend the top over on top of itself, sort of make a bit of a loop. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure how good the focus is at the moment, but yep. And then on a 90-degree angle, you just sort of, well, you basically want that to sit at a 90-degree angle from the rest of your wire. So just like so. Alright, so just like that, you can see we've made the loop and then it's sitting on a 90-degree angle. Cool. So what we do then is you work about probably 50 or 60 millimeters down the wire from that loop. You just sort of bend it up again. Could be a little bit longer, could be a little bit shorter. It's completely up to you guys and obviously what you're fishing for. If you've got thicker gauge wire, you might want to make these a little bit bigger than what we're making them today. Otherwise you're going to have trouble making that spring component. So if it's not slightly larger. So you can see there basically where we've just folded it back. Alright, so what we like to do now, like I mentioned before, is I like to put a swivel on the bottom. It just makes it really easy to attach different sinkers and stuff, especially if you're using them for mullet fishing or sand whiting or silver whiting fishing off the beach, and you need to change your sinker size out. So we've just fed the swivel down the line. Hopefully you can see that. I can't see anything through the flies, so bear with me. And that's just sitting at the bottom. So now what we do is that first loop that we created, we basically just put the main line through it and then we lock it off with the pliers just like this, okay? So the reason why we created that loop is so that now we've actually locked that in and it won't go anywhere, it won't come undone. So it's probably a little bit thick, that's a bit better. Alright, so what we do next is you want to go from there, you want to go probably about another 20 millimeters or so, and then we create the top section of that spring, just like so. Alright, and then that's pretty much the base of your spring. That's your backbone essentially, or your spine. That's what holds it all together. So from here, we use the salvaged chair leg tubing. You can use anything round. You can use a wooden spoon handle or a bit of dowel, or even a broom handle, just whatever you've got handy is fine as long as it's round. So I'll come a little bit closer so you can see what we're doing. So if you have a look here, we basically lay it against your round object. Alright, and then you just want to start twisting your wire around. You can do as many of these loops as you like. I'm getting attacked by a march fly at the moment, that's fun, on my leg. You can do as many of these loops as you like. We like to do probably about 8 or 9, maybe 10. That's about all we're going to get out of that one. Alright, hopefully you can see her. Yep. And then we just slide it off your pole or your broom handle or whatever you're using. Alright, and then you can see there that we've just got the basis of our spring. Okay, so I'll sit back down. From here, we're just going to trim up that last little bit a little bit. We don't need it that long. Alright, so we're just going to trim that up. And then we're just going to lock it down. So much like we did with the loop on the other end, you just want to get sort of the last bit of this and then just lock it down on itself over that original spine that we created, just like so. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, now last thing we need to do, guys, is you just sort of work your spring a little bit. Now this wire is very thin. Got the march fly. This wire is very thin, so it's a bit more malleable than you probably like. But with the heavier gauge wires, it works really well. You just sort of basically pull your loops out individually until you get sort of something that looks pretty good. There you go. That's pretty much our spring sorted. So we'll just stick a sinker on the bottom of there just so that you can see what it looks like, or a lead. So yeah, that's where's the camera? There it is. So that's it there, guys. Yep, so that there works really well. Like I said, in the surf for mullet, whiting, brim, all your sort of bread and butter species. What you want to do is you want to fill it with a bread-based burley, or we have a commercial product here in South Australia called mullet mix. That works really well as well. It's got a little bit of meat mixed in with bread and curry and stuff. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So they're really simple to make, and obviously you can use fresh wire, or you can upcycle the Salvage stuff. So thanks for watching. Hopefully that's helped someone out. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, guys, and then you'll be notified when we upload more videos. Cheers again.